Hello, SNA assassinators. This is Super Ninja Austin, your boy, with another podcast video, and this is the AEW Collision review video because it came on a couple hours before the biggest party of the summer, and I got so much to talk about. We got some very exciting results to talk about onto that video, which I'm gonna be talking about in the next and then probably in the next couple hours, but for now, I'm gonna be talking about what exactly went down on the AEW show that comes on every Saturdays. But this time, it's something special. It comes on. It came on during the middle of the afternoon, evening, which was 5 Eastern, four Central, and 2 Pacific. Well, it in the Eastern and the Pacific. Eastern and the Central timing was towards the afternoon, evening, but yeah, let's get to the point and let's talk about what exactly started off, which was the patriarchy come in the ring and had a little celebration segment and also conducting business with him holding all three of the belts, with him holding on to two with his hands, but he has the one that's most likely his around his waist. Is where he's it's your favorite family of AEW, and that is the patriarchy. This is where we got That's where then and that's where we got one fan hilariously did put up a sign that said, "Hot Christian, please adopt me." And I was dying with laughter. I was like, man, these fans with these very crazy signs. But this is where we got Christian Cage then shut them up after the cheers and boos. Is where he's like, "You guys need to shut up while I can conduct my business." And this is where he's like, "And I have a very important announcement to make about as us being the tag champ." But he's like, "Now Arlington, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet." And I think that this episode of AEW Collision was pre-taped as well. I believe they said they're going to be pre-taping 2 episodes, one from last week and the one the week before, because I'm not sure what was the reason why, but yeah, they pre-taped him because of some reason. But I'm gonna continue what Christian had to say, which is like, "Now Arlington fans, I'm gonna get the short and sweet to the simple reason I hate it here, and I have a private plan waiting me to get me the hell out of here from this hellhole." And that's where fans he's good, because we don't want to see your devilish ass ever again that loves to make fun of deceased fathers. This is where then Christian Cage was like, "Okay, now in this a couple weeks ago in this very ring in this very arena that the patriarchy indeed exactly we said did what we exactly said what we do." And he's like, "When we walked in this ring, and we walked out as the brand new trios tag team champions." And then this is where then Christian Cage is like, "I told you on my road to back into becoming the World Heavyweight Championship on AEW, I'm going to use the trios title as a vehicle, and I'm going to use it as a gift to my family, for showing the support to me over the past year of joining my patriarch family." And this is where he's like, "And now you see me with these golden objects around my waist and arms, arms and shoulders and waist." And he's like, and everybody's like, "Hey, that's pretty nice belt. Those are pretty nice belts that you have." And this where then one of the fans hilariously said, "Come on, that's because it actually is a belt. Can't you see it? It has those little button up clips, the strap it right around your waist or around your shoulders or wherever location it may be." But this is where we got Christian Cage and he's like let me and this is where he's like. And that's where then he said when and he continued to say to a normal person a belt is only nothing but an accessory to hold up your pants, that if your pants are too big to the hold around your waist. And then he's like, "But I see a belt though, I use it to discipline a naughty child that needs to be put in its place. But what you're looking at over my shoulders around my waist, in that title, until you realize that, God, you don't." And he's like, "And you guys don't deserve to call yourself a champion." And then this is where fans this is where they start And this is where they start. This is where the fans start chanting, like, "Please shut up!" And then this is where and then this is where, and this is where I believe they start chanting something like "You are retarded" or something too, like "You are retarded," and it. And it is where then Christian Cage is like now, like now I can I'm getting to the point, and then I would love to show my a token of my appreciation to the patriarchy. I want the individually crown them as their in their to be deserving of of these titles in the trios division. Is where then Christian Cage is like, well, first of all, like to my son Nick Wayne here, like he's like the apple of my eye, like my boy, like, and I'm so proud of you, Nick. Like, and the leaps and bounds like that you grown, like since you've been with me. Like, I just cannot like wrap my brain around it right here. Like to me to explain it. And he's like, and then you are exactly what I said you were, and from the very start, and that is the prodigy. And he's like, you are such a prodigy that Nick Wayne like has now became a man no, he didn't say. He's like now, like he became from a prodigy to the youngest champion, like in the history of all elite wrestling. And he's like, and stand up and take my notice to myself right here, right now. And this is where that's where some were cheering, but the other half was just booing. And like if he was the Dominic Mysterio of AEW, which he most likely is, but this is where the Christian Cage like I don't know like who anybody else like than you to deserve this honor. What I'm about to present you, like, and I'm gonna present you with your trios championship title. Like, and I'm so proud of you, boy. And this is where he gives the championship belt right on to Nick Wayne. This is where Nick Wayne was holding on to our title, very, very proud. This is where he started thanking his kayfabe stepdad. This is where then. Is where then Christian Cage like, and okay, like, and as I was saying, like, I'm not as I was saying, I'm saying, oh yeah, before I get into that, this is where it's like, okay, like now the present this title to the next teammate, like I mean, yeah, teammate of the patriarchy. Like last but not least, but this is where fans start chanting, "You deserve it" on one half of the crowd, and the other half say, "No, he don't." Like you deserve it, no, he don't. This is where we got Christian Cage is like for those that saying no, he does not deserve. Please hush down. Like I'm trying to continue my my rewarding moments to my family, and this is where the Christian Cage it's okay. As for you, Killswitch, like you are exactly who I asked you to be. Like you are my finisher, like my right hand man of destruction, and you are the muscle. Like you are the man that do all the dirty work when it's absolutely needed. Like. And I want you to know like how much I totally appreciate you, like, and how the patriarchy like does not work without Kill Switch, like for sure. And this is where Kill Switch was getting ready, getting all excited. He's like this is my chance, like this is my moment. Like I cannot wait to hold on to the precious gold. And it looked like Christian Cage was about to hand him the third trios championship. But guess what this fool did? Like it was that like instead of giving it to the dinosaur wrestler, like he gave it to none other than Nick Wayne's mother, Shayna Wayne. Like out of all people, this is where it, but this is where but before Christian Cage did gave it to Shayna, this is where he did like I just want to acknowledge you, like how much you need to you absolutely mean to me while hugging him. This is where then but Lucha, not Lucha, Kill Switch was like, okay, like that means I'm getting the trios belt, and this where then Christian Cage like, and with that being said though, like I'm gonna give this final trios championship, and you like, but and unfortunately for you, and he's like, but the sad thing is, Mr. Switch, like you did not give birth to the young Wayne right here, like which he's the prodigy, and this is where then he gave what's her name, Shayna Wayne the belt instead, and I was like, ain't that a biscuit iced tea chicken hotcake? This is where then this is where the commentators start saying like, are you serious? Like, are you kidding me right now? And this is where And this is where then Christian Cage and again the best wrestler in this planet like right now, like in the Christian Cage, like I can't think of another person that deserved to be a part of the trio champion than none the trio champion and none other in her, like which is Shayna, like my on-screen wife. He did not say on-screen wife or even wife at all. This is where then Christian Cage was and this is where he was trying to continue his promo after he said that. This is where Killswitch grabbed onto his shoulders, nearly turned him around completely until we got somebody coming out, and it was none other than the House of Black. Well, it was Brody King and Malachi Black at first. This is where they came out. This is where they made their presence known that they were coming after their test. This is where then this is where we got a Christian Cage. Oh, look, I guess what? Yeah, well, it's not. Well. Like if it isn't like the House of Black, right? Am I right? And this was and it's none other Malachi Black and Brody. Or no, he said no. He said Malachi Black. He said it's Malachi Black and Jelly Roll. That's what he said, and I was dying with laughing. I was like, they had to do this because considering it's going to be the same night as SummerSlam's going to be on, and he's going to be doing a little concert. What's that? Like a little concert segment, like right before the show, which he did, which I'm gonna be talking about in just a moment after I do this review video for Collision. But this is where we got the fans like, whoa, like this is where and this is where then they say the two of you now are just a tag team. Like after what we did to your third partner, like Buddy Matthews, you're not gonna be a trio for a long time. Because you all know if without and y'all know that without Buddy Matthews, you cannot go after for our precious trios title, and that's gonna be a long time. So and he's like the only place you should be in the number one contender match is for the duos tag team championship, and then y'all's chances of becoming the trios titles right here is none of void. And this is where then he's like. And now y'all don't qualify the challenge for our trio championship. And this was the reason why y'all came out here because y'all looking at Christian Cage here, and y'all realize that everything I touch actually turns to absolute gold. Am I correct? And this is where Christian Cage, because he's like, and I heard and learned about the training that Malachi Black did for years. And maybe you just haven't lived it up to it. That's all on you, Malachi. And you're looking for a little advice from and he's like, and not just any advice, Malachi, but some fatherly advice. And I was like, oh boy, and I was thinking to myself, I hope that his father's not deceased. If it's not from one wrestler that lost their father in an early age, if it's another wrestler that lost their father in an early age, it all started with Jack Perry, then it was Nick Wayne, and then Daniel Garcia, and yeah, just and the list goes on and on and on. But next, this is where the fans started. Whoa, he really had to say that, and then this is where they're wondering, is Malachi Black's father still alive, or is it he passed away? This is where then Christian Cage what you saw us we walked out of the building walking over the Bang Bang Gang 2 weeks ago a hot knife through a butter and he's if we could go through the three of them, imagine what the three of us can do to two of you in a 2-on-1 3-on-2. And he's what are you doing? And then this was what y'all are thinking did the two of you with the three of us what the hell? What are you absolutely thinking? And then that's where Malachi Black in response said, Chris, please, Chris, please, and you're probably the number one person that could be so wrong than anybody that I ever encountered in the ring. And this is where then he didn't the lights turn off. I was like, this means that we can see the returning of Buddy Matthews. And guess what? We finally saw the return of the House of Black member and the husband of the Eradicator. And I was like, and I'll say the number one thing they have in common tonight that they opened up their respective shows and the companies that they're respectively under a contract with. Yeah, it was Buddy Matthews. They sent the patriarchy running without even touching them. This is where they start running scared. This is where the fans start chanting for Buddy, like Buddy, Buddy, Buddy. And this is where Christian Cage and Nick Wayne's like, oh, you want these titles? Like even if you are back, you're back and moving again. You're no longer injured. Like you're never gonna take these titles. But even if you do get a shot at our gold, this is where we got the Bang Bang Gang that came out there, the corner them and make sure that they're trapped and get what's coming to them. And I was thinking to myself I was confused at first, like with the Bang Bang Gang taking on the House of Black a couple of weeks ago. I was like, I'm confused who's the face and who's the heel. Well, I guess they both are because they both have problems with a common enemy, which is the patriarchy. So I guess they're now going as faces. But this is where we got Nick Wayne and Christian Cage and Nick Wayne, Christian Cage, and Killswitch and Shayna Wayne. Well, Nick Wayne went the opposite way into the upper left side, while we got Christian Cage and then went to the bottom left. But this is where we got Nick Wayne ran into Kip Sabian. He threw him right back in the arena. He gets his rear end handed by the Bang Bang Gang with them throwing them back in the ring. This is where then we got Nick Wayne was like, you cannot do this to me. I will sue. And that's where then we got the House of Black was like, little boy, please, like with what lawyer? Even if you do file a lawsuit against any of us, this is where we got Malachi Black hit him with a swift spinning roundhouse kick right in the attic of his head. This is where we got Buddy Matthews then hit a knee strike right into the midsection, and this is where we got Brody King to hit a big splash onto him right into the upper left side. He hits a cannonball while Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews hit a knee with them being on the top apron and on the left apron. That did a double knee strike into the side of the head. This is where then we got the House of Black and then grab onto Nick Wayne's Malachi Black. Yeah, he hold on to Nick Wayne's trios championship, 1/3 of it. That's where we got Juice Robinson like, oh no, this is gonna come back to the Bang Bang Gang. That's where then we got Malachi Black. No, the House of Black, and this is where and this is where we got the House of Black and the Bang Bang Gang to start looking at each other like face to face, like right from each other, like with them saying like we're gonna be dethroning the patriarchy, and then the other one was disagreeing, saying no, we are, and it looks like they kind of teased that they're gonna be doing some kind of a number one contenders match with the Bang Bang, possibly gonna be at this next Saturday, actually, not Dynamite Collision, but yeah, which I believe we could see somebody whoever wins this match is going to face them at AEW All In. And do you want that to happen? Let me know in the comments down below. But let's move on to the next slide. This is where we got this is where we got a replay from Death Before Dishonor last week with Dustin Rhodes nearly getting assaulted by the Dark Order, like with him getting ambushed by. And he got helped by Sammy Guevara, which everybody talking about. This was not the best decision to bring back the Spanish God, and some even thought and speculate that it had something to do with the CEO Mercedes Moné being in AEW, but I don't think it has anything to do with it. Like, I was like, maybe and I was like, maybe it's because that either AEW just found some creative for him on the ROH show, or Sammy Guevara ordered them to do so, or which that was the case. And Ross and Marshall Von Erich, this is where then she started asking the question like okay. Like with asking him a couple of questions with one of them being like I got this question, like what this means to you being trios tag champ. This is where Dustin Rhodes like it's been a very emotional week right here, like most of the last couple of weeks in a joyful way, but I feel like, but at the same time, like I'm thinking about my future. Like my future life, and I'm in my middle 50s right now at the age of 55, and it's like, and to step into that ring like one more time, like with a family that I have watched since I was a child, and then these new young up and comers, the Von Erichs like Ross and Marshall, like he's like with them tutelage of the Kevin Von Erich, like the father of the legendary Von Erich, and then this is where he's like my God, like the like yeah, because and he's like, and the Von Erichs took it to him, like, and this is where he's like they took it to their win, like, and we have more heart, and now you're looking at Texas as the best right here, like, and it's the current 6-man tag team champions, and he's like, and tell them, boys, and this is where I believe it start off with I believe was Marshall, I believe, this is where he's like, yeah, like, like, like. And this is where it's like, and yeah, being in this business, like, it seems like the fans don't understand the gut wrench, like, of the Bears and the heartaches and the peaks and values, like, but we're here to have a little payoff, like, and our brother Dustin and our father Kevin being present, like, it was the greatest night of my career, and this is where then Ross, I believe, that's where he was like, yeah, like, it's safe to say that, like, the Von Erich, like, this is basically the Von Erich Rhodes era right here, right now. Like, this is where fans start clapping in the arena. That's where then Sammy Guevara came in right behind Dustin. That's where he looked at him, up at him. He's like, and this was like, like, we got a very long history. I was like, yeah, that's absolutely true, because y'all been at each other's necks since 2019 when he was teaming with his brother as Team Elite, like when Cody, like with Cody Rhodes, with his brother Cody, and then and then Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, like, while you were teaming with the Inner Circle, and this is where then Sammy Guevara does like, you may not trust me, but like, and this is where the Dustin interrupted him. He's like, "What? Hold on a second. Like, this, like, for trust has been earned." Like, and this is where then Sammy Guevara, and this is where then he replied and said, like, "Well, like, I'm gonna earn my respect. Like, but for a long time, I've been stuck in a vortex. But in the first time in 5 years, I can be my own man right now and make my own damn decision. Like, if I do whatever I want, and I want to really earn your trust, low key. And I want to team with you in Ring of Honor." And this is where the fans like, yeah, we like the sound of that. This is where then he's and yeah, I want to have association with you boys of the Von Erichs. Like, yeah, this is the four of the legends. Like, this is gonna be history making right here. Like, I want to tell you what all you got, like you second generation superdog, and I want to earn all your guys' trust and be a team on AEW with you guys. And he's like, what do you say, Dustin? This is where Dustin was like he. At first, he looked a little hesitant, but he came around when Sammy Guevara offered his hand, and this is where he gave him he easily gave him a handshake. This is where it's like yeah, like, he's like, let's show let's show the fans and everybody in ROH and AEW what we made of, and this is where he's like, let's show them that what we could be as a team, and then this is where the Sammy Guevara's like, yeah, I really love that. I love the sound of that. This is where, but anyway, this is where we got the next match coming up. And do you and are you interested? And are you interested that Sammy Guevara is teaming with Dustin Rhodes on ROH television? And do you think this is the best decision to put him on Ring of Honor TV? And then I'll say, yeah. And the one thing I for sure about Sammy Guevara not being on AEW television for a while, like, it didn't have nothing. Yeah, like I said, like everybody speculated. Like, if it did have anything to do with Mercedes Moné, like, he would not be on or even on AEW Collision like that. Like, on that segment, like, that's in the backstage promoting for Ring of Honor. Like, I don't really I wouldn't see him being on there if it had anything to do. I think everything with water underneath the bridge, like, and she even she even gave him some very strong advice, like of never being making insensitive jokes like that ever again, basically. Like, and learn how to be like more sensitive and more understanding. But yeah, everything's like all left in the past, and I hope it stays that way. But let me know in the comments below on what your thoughts on Sammy Guevara appearing on tonight's AEW Collision. And I hope this won't be the last time, despite him being more going to be doing some working duties on the ROH show. But let's move on to the next slide. We got Mystico taking on Gravity, and I'll say not the greatest match of the night. I'm not Gravity. I'm about to say Gravity. It's Mystico and Gravity taking on the premier athletes of Arya Daivari and Tony Nese. What am I even saying right now? I'm so sorry, Assassinators. But yeah, we got that match opening up the show. The opener match. I say not open up entirely the show, but you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm saying it like it's the first match of the night. But yeah, this is where it started off with. I believe was it started off with Gravity and Arya Daivari, with Arya Daivari with him going for a grapple. This is where we got Arya Daivari didn't try to go for a headlock, but he gets tripped right over by what's his name, Gravity. He runs right into the top corner ropes, but he slides right between his legs. Is where he runs right into the bottom corner ropes, hit a Hurricane Rana, followed up with a drop kick. This is where he goes to a kip up. This is where then he was like, oh, okay, well, who else wants to see me do more damages onto the Persian Lion? This is where fans were like, we do raising hands. This is where he started twisting, trying to break his arm. But this is where we got Tony Nese tags himself, put him right in his back. This is where we got Tony Nese then started hitting some left hands. This is where we got Arya Daivari with rights. This is where he started doing a 2-on-1 beatdown on Gravity. Not the Gravity. I mean a hologram. I'm so sorry, Assassinators. I must be getting a little exhausted, but I can still do this. Like, even though I'm mixing wrestlers up, like on this match, but in general as well. But yeah, like I'm gonna make that up and I'm gonna make it up and correct my mistake. Like I'm gonna call him Hologram. But this is where then we got. Mark Stern, like, yeah, they are the premier athletes for a good reason. This is where we got Tony Nese picks up Hologram, try to go for a suplex, but he flips out of it. That's where he tags in Mystico, which he drop kicked him right into the head. This is where he hits a kick right into the head. This I believe was an insecurity kick, but this is where he kicks Tony Nese right into the mid-six. This is where he bounced him right into the top corner ropes. Bottom corner, then go to the top. This is where he springboards, go for a moonsault. This is where Tony Nese then try to go for a clothesline, but this is where Mystico then try to close on out of the ring when he went to the top corner. Hits the flying head scissor. That's great. Hey, we'll go by Hologram. This is where he kicks. This is where he kicks Arya Daivari right into the midsection. This is where he goes for an arm drag to him while following up with a flying head scissors on the Tony Nese. This is where he didn't. That's where then he did a leaping over the Hologram. He hits a drop kick on the Daivari and Nese, sending him right to the top corner. That's where then we got. Mystico and Hologram that went to the bottom corner rope, went to the top, tried to go for a suicide dive, but this is where they kind of tricked the premier athletes. Like, despite like Tony and Arya thought they had them outsmarted, like when they dodge it right out of the way. But this is where they hang on to the rope, stop themselves, flip right back up. This is where they went on their knees, kneel down like if they were their version of Ricochet. That's where Lucha, like if the Lucha Dragons are coming back to coming back to pro wrestling, but this time in AEW. But that's not going to be happening anytime soon. But this is where the fans were chanting for Lucha because they're a fan of the Luchadors. But unfortunately, once I believe Tony Nese came back in the ring, this is where then he took control and he got him in the offense side of the match. This is where in his way, of course, this is where we got him tagging Arya Daivari. This is where he got him some double team maneuver, did a double team maneuver. This is where we got Arya Daivari that's in control, hit some kind of submission